Microsoft have finally given us some gameplay footage of Fable, and considering the development hell it's been in, it's looking a lot better than I expected. But I do have my own nitpicks with it. So it looked like they were really pushing the morality and the NPC system that they've developed. They've got 1,000 plus NPCs, they remember everything that you do, they have their own lives, and where it gets really cool is how the player can interact with these NPCs. It's not just dialogue and quests, and become a large part of their lives by becoming their landlord, being their boss. You could work for them, you could become a business tycoon, and you have all these other cool immersive things, which apparently is a bit of a homage to the original Fable games. As someone who's not played those, this is entirely new to me, and it looks pretty cool. The only thing I'm curious about is just how far they go with it and how deep it actually goes. It does look like some of the consequences can have large effects on some of the side systems, such as killing the giant affects the house prices in the area because he's dead on a hill right next to the village, and it reduces all the house prices and everyone then hates you. I'm just wondering whether it has a large impact on the main story and main quest line, as well as just on the side systems. Now the combat, this is where I had my biggest gripe. It looked okay, it looked fun, it looked like there's a lot of stuff to do, a lot of variety in the gameplay that the player has at their disposal. It looks fun, so that's the main thing. The thing that concerned me a little was just feedback in the melee specifically. In the videos that they shared, when the player's attacking an enemy, there's not much blood, there's not a lot of spark, there's no like embers. They've not gone over the top with the visual effects and the feedback, which maybe they've gone for a more realistic approach, maybe it's just the videos, but I wanted a little bit more. It doesn't feel as punchy as it could do. The world looked gorgeous, don't get me wrong. It looks absolutely gorgeous. It looks really, really graphically impressive, but it all looked a bit too still. Even the vista shots, every single shot that I saw of these places, nothing was moving except characters. The trees weren't swaying, there was no wind, there was no grass, leaves blowing in the wind. When you see the shot of the fantasy forest and it's got the giant mushrooms, nothing is moving and there's no like cool lights or glowiness, and it's missing a little bit of fantastical, dynamic, environmental flair was what I'm going to call that. Just some environmental effects that I think could have helped make the world feel more alive. Again, this is maybe just be the footage. It might just be that there's something that they're working on or improving. Maybe the performance is pretty bad if they turned it on for the recordings. That, you know, you never know what it's going to be. Yeah, overall, I think it looks really impressive. I'm really excited. It seems like they're trying to bring in audiences from the previous Fable games and also just bringing it up to a modern standard and trying to bring on a new audience with some impressive graphics and hopefully some great gameplay. And it launches later this year, so I'm excited for that.